So I had the most hilarious, this is probably the longest interruption to any of my videos ever. My phone died, and then I went to put my boys, or one of my sons, down for his nap, and now I'm back to finish the video. I think I left off talking about being heavenly minded, just truly understanding the temporary state that we're in right now in this world. Like, this is not forever, and we are going to have hard things that happen, and some of them may never end. I mean, you may never get married, you may have financial issues your entire life, you may never succeed in this one thing that you really want to do, and that's, sure, according to the world, that would be considered, you know, such a failure, but not to us as believers. I mean, it's like, you know, we do have to work unto the Lord and live unto the Lord in this life, and try, you know, to do the best with what He's given us. But really, as long as we're obeying Christ and living for Him, and you know, being faithful to that, the Lord's gonna pretty much just guide our lives the way He wants them to go. And so being eternal minded is really healthy, because it loosens the obsession with the now and the this and the, you know, these things matter and we have to be responsible, but this is not our home. We are, like in that song, I don't know if I already said it, but I was thinking of it and I didn't review the video, but just like the Stephen Curtis Chapman song, I love that song so much. It's about heaven, and he says, even on the best days, don't get too comfortable, because we're just pilgrims passing through. And that's so true. There are wonderful days where things are just great, and times, seasons, like long seasons, where everything's just wonderful. Everybody's healthy and happy, and you're just happy, and life is just such a blessing, and that's good. That's something to praise the Lord for and thank the Lord for. But don't get too comfortable, because this is not forever. This is not our home. Our home is heaven. And if you long for that and keep your eyes fixed on that, it makes the little disappointments and the challenging times and periods of life where we need to be patient and wait on the Lord's perfect timing easier. I'm not saying it's not hard. I'm not saying it is easy. It is hard. I've been through many, and I still go through some, because we're in a cursed, fallen world, and we're never going to stop suffering, waiting, being sanctified, learning to trust on God. Sorry, you have to see my dog's booty. So I think I was going somewhere. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this last thing. So some people get really nervous about flipping their life around.
Breathe through the legs.
Who breathes through their legs?
Lion shrimp.
Those shrimp, Brian shrimp, that's wild. What if you breathe through your legs? That would be crazy. Right. Last thing I was going to say was, sometimes it takes drastic, really big change, flip your life upside down to obey God. And if you're in a place right now where that might be necessary, like you have no idea, you know, just use the same example. You're living with your boyfriend, you're living in sin, you're a believer, and you know you're living in sin, but you just don't want to be alone, and you know that if you move out, he'll break up with you, and then you'll be alone, and then what are you gonna do? Who cares? It's in God's hands. Obey the Lord. Make a crazy, insanely dramatic decision and move out right now, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but I have a feeling you're obeying God, and He will provide some way, somehow. He is going to take care of you. Follow the Lord diligently and obey Him at all costs. Who cares if you're alone for 3 more years? Who cares if you don't have a place to live for 3 weeks while you stay with a friend or a family member while you're trying to get yourself situated to move out of this sinful situation? Do it. Obey Christ at all costs. Obey Christ at all costs. And I just think if you can think that is your sole purpose to glorify the Lord while we're in this world, in this life, you're at a lot less risk than if you are living in disobedience. So I hope this is convicting, and I hope this is inspirational, and that it gives you the courage to just stop whatever you're doing and just trust that God's going to take care of you as you seek to honor and obey him. And I can go on, but I'm done. Thank you guys.